In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the co-main event this Saturday at UFC 317, Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai France. I'm going to be breaking down their striking, their clinch, their grappling, and at the weigh-in, I'm going to give my overall prediction on who I think is going to win and in what round that'll happen. So let's start off with the striking breakdown. Okay, this can go either way, in my opinion. Alexandre Pantoja is a beast on the feet. He's fought many guys that are great boxers, kickboxers, grapplers. He's fought everybody. He's had a long career already. The first thing I'm going to talk about that I think he's very dangerous with is his leg kicks. Specifically his oblique kicks. His oblique kicks are so dangerous. When Pantoja fought Asakura, if you watch that fight over, those oblique kicks he constantly was throwing those. Those are so dangerous during it. He, for flyweight, has powerful leg kicks. In every fight, he's not like Brandon Royval. I just watched that fight before. Again, his leg kicks constantly, chopping his legs down. His calf kicks especially, chopping the legs down, making them fall over, basically. Those are really dangerous in his skill set. I think that, believe it or not, people don't talk about this a lot, but he's a really good counterpuncher. He's the type that he doesn't cover, like he covers up a lot, and he doesn't back up a lot though. Like he backs up a little bit, but right when he backs up, he puts his hands up and then throws usually a left overhand right away. He usually throws that right away, and it lands most of the time because they're not expecting that. Out of all the flyweight division, he is the biggest pressure fighter ever. Like for real. Watch him, he literally runs towards you. Constantly, he just runs towards you and throws a bunch of combos. Most of the time they land, and it works for him. The only issue with that, which is his weakness in my opinion, is that when he runs at them, he pretty much keeps his chin in the air. Like, not like super bad, but like it's in the air enough where they can throw a counterpunch and clip him. Against Kai France, I don't think that's going to be an issue, and I'm going to explain why soon. But back to Pantoja. Yeah, he's constantly walking forward. He doesn't give the opponents any time to breathe. He literally just walking forward. No matter how many times he gets punched, keep walking forward, throwing combos from different areas, different angles. Another thing that he has that's really good is he has some insane body kicks. He kicks the liver a lot, but he usually uses his rear kick. And it lands all the time, like always. Like he usually sets it up with a jab and then he does the rear kick. It's insane. He breaks everybody down with those. You hear the snap every time he lands them. It's dangerous. Especially on Kai France. I'll explain what I mean a little more later with him on how it will work. But pressuring Kai France is a good thing to do because Kai France is not good against people that are good at pressuring fighters. He also has a steel chin. Pantoja does. He's had so many beatings before, and he does not like go down. Like he gets hit real good. Like I just saw the fight with him and Royval. He got kicked right in the head. It was like in the head, like by the temple area. Bro he didn't even move. He just like kept walking forward. Like he impressed me with that. That's really impressive. That's what I think Pantoja really thrives at, and that's where he's going to thrive in the fight, what I just all explained. Moving to Kai France striking now, though. He is the hardest hitting flyweight ever, in my opinion. Holy crap, he hits so hard. Like, it's insane. Like, he hits like he could be like a bantamweight. And if he lands one good shot on Pantoja, I really want to see how he reacts. Because he obviously has a steel chin, but never know. He's never gotten hit by a guy like Pantoja. Or Pantoja, Kai France. But he has gotten kicked in the head before. So, like, I would say that a kick to the head by Royval is harder than a punch by Kai France. So, I think he'll be fine. But we'll see. Because another thing on top of that is Kai France is blitzing. It's insane. He literally just walks forward, throws an overhand right, overhand left, ducks, and then throws another left. Like, he changes it up, depending on like what angles he cuts and stuff. But that could catch him too. That caught Ursig. No one expected that. Caught Ursig, flatlined him, ended up finishing him. So never know. Pantoja did beat Usyk though, so we'll see how that turns out. But Kai Kara-France whooped on Usyk more than obviously than Pantoja did. People say he just got lucky with that overhand though, but it takes a lot of skill to do that, especially against a guy like Usyk. But yeah, his blitz, if he does that to Pantoja, I don't know how Pantoja will react to that because his defense is really good and he doesn't move back a ton, so I don't know if he'll just stay in the pocket and throw with him. That'll be entertaining to see though. But Kai Kara-France's head movement's really good too though. Like, it's hard to land a good clean shot on Kai Kara-France. Really hard to. He moves like he moves like a boxer when he fights. His overall striking's dangerous. He has a Muay Thai style fighting. His overall striking's very dangerous for Pantoja. And out of all the strikers he's fought, I think Kai Kara-France is the hardest one yet. And I think he'll give him it'll be hard. He'll give him the toughest shot. Obviously, recently, Pantoja's fought many other like tough guys, but recently, this is definitely the hardest competition yet. There's a lot of weaknesses that Kai Kara-France has on his striking. Like I said before, whenever he gets pressured by anybody, especially by Usyk, I just watched that. He obviously ended up winning that fight, but he literally just covers up and then moves backwards and does not throw back. He has no counter punching. He just gets hit at and like runs away. So that won't be really good for being against Pantoja because Pantoja's a pressure fighter. Obviously, I said that Pantoja keeps his chin in the air, but what I was trying to get at before is that Kai doesn't throw any counter punches, so he doesn't really have to worry about that, like with his chin being in the air. Obviously, maybe he changed that during this camp, and maybe he might throw some counter punches. If he does, that's bad for Pantoja. But if he just fights the same way he usually does, Pantoja's good for that in that way. That's one of his biggest things, though. He needs to counter punch more. He just runs and he keeps his hands up. He doesn't really throw back at all. Another thing he does is he has a lot of power, obviously, but he never throws any combos. Like, rarely do I ever see him throw combos. He usually just throws a single jab, leg kick, just one punch or kick at a time, like not combos at all, which, again, is not good for Pantoja because he needs to pressure him. He can't just throw once in a while because then he's not going to win. I feel like he's more of like hoping for that knockout punch where he just like throws one head kick or one overhand and knocks him out, which that's not going to work against Pantoja the way it did against Usyk. Pantoja has a much better chin than Usyk. So, I don't know. I think that'll be interesting to see how Pantoja reacts and how Kai Kara-France comes into the fight and changes his style a little bit. Let's see because if he fights the same as he always has, I can't see it going good for Kai Kara-France. Another thing that he needs that he struggles with is he's always like, obviously when someone pressures him, you have to move back a little. You can't you don't run, but you can't move. You can't stay right there. But the thing that Kai Kara-France needs to do in this fight is he needs to stay in the middle of the ring. He cannot be getting cornered against the cage. I'm going to explain later why. But he needs to be in the middle of the ring at his range. Because if he is, that'll be really good for him. If he isn't, it won't be good for him. So that's my striking breakdown. I think it could go both ways. For the striking, I'm going to think about it a little more on who I'm going to give it to. If Kai Kara-France comes out and changes his style a little and keeps it in the middle of the ring, I'll give it to Kai Kara-France. If he's able to counterpunch a little more, I'll give it to him. But if he's not, I'm going to give it to Pantoja. So we're just trying to see how the fight turns out. Okay, so the clinch breakdown now. They both have a lot of strengths in the clinch. Pantoja has some brutal knees. They're bad. Like, they're awful. To get hit by one of those sucks. Okay? He has a huge takedown threat. His wrestling's so good. Like, people doubt a lot of guys that do just jiu-jitsu and aren't known for, like, having a wrestling base or background, but jiu-jitsu, you wrestle. That's what it is. In jiu-jitsu, you wrestle. That's all it is. He's a great wrestler. Great takedowns. He took Royval down like nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he overpowers them. Obviously, Askira, he took him down pretty easy too, but that's because he's not that good on the ground. He sets up his takedowns really good. So he always sets it up with a combo. He doesn't just go shoot for a takedown like a normal wrestler would. He always sets it up with like a jab cross into the takedown, which is obviously what most guys do. But you need to do that or you're gonna get caught. He has very effective trips. I don't know if you saw the fight against Ascura. He got his back and then like tripped him and made him go flying, and then he got his back again. It was a really good fight. He pretty much kind of dominated him on the feet even. Ascura held his own on the feet, but Pantoja, I think he beat him on the feet. Very, very effective trips, though. So that's another thing Kai Kara needs to be really careful with. But Kai Kara Francis insane balance, too. So it won't be as easy against him as it is against other guys. The one thing that I will say that Alexandre Pantoja struggles with is when he's in close and in the clinch, he struggles with defending the short strikes. So, for example, Kai Kara France is insane. So when he gets in close, he's really good at throwing uppercuts or just crosses, like short ones though, not like normal ones. Short ones, and they're very, very beneficial for him. But that's the one thing that Pantoja struggles with. So he needs to, hopefully he sharpen up his defense in the clinch from strikes this camp. But if he didn't, that's going to be a problem for him against Kai Kara France, because that's the one thing I would say is his weakness in the clinch is he's not good at defense with strikes. Especially because Kai Kara France is a Muay Thai fighter pretty much. That's even worse because his knees and everything. So that's going to be interesting to see. Kai Kara France's strengths. Like I just said, he has great short strikes. That's what he's known for in the clinch. Everything else just sucks, in my opinion. He is good at making transitions to like create openings. So like he's good at he's like all right at it. I would say that that's definitely one of his strengths in the clinch. Is he can transition into something that's good for him, and then he can end the fight, or he can get in a better position than he was in before. He is good at that, and obviously, like I said, he's great at short shots, but everything else, not good. Terrible takedown defense against the cage, okay? He's good against with takedown defense otherwise, like in the middle of the ring, but when he's against the cage with everything, he most of the time sucks. His takedown defense against the cage is awful. It just sucks. He always gets overpowered by everybody, out-muscled. So what my prediction is most of the time, once he gets pushed against the cage, he's going to get taken down. He's going to get out-muscled by Pantoja. He's going to get taken down. I know he is. He can't stop Pantoja from taking him down because he's fought some wrestlers before, but Pantoja is really good at taking people down, especially against the cage. So I would say that he needs to keep it in the middle, like I said before. If he gets pushed against the cage, he's going to get taken down, which isn't good because then he's not getting back up. That's what both of their strengths and weaknesses are. I would definitely give the clinch game to Pantoja probably, because just the takedown threat he has a great takedown threat. If he gets him down, that's over. On the feet, he has to watch out with the short punches and like the knees and stuff. But besides that, he has that too. He has the knees. So nothing much to worry about. That could be a game changer. But going to the grappling breakdown, this is where it's bad. Okay, Pantoja mauls him on the ground, no question. He has amazing takedowns, as I said, to get him to the ground. So fast, it's so fast how much how he scrambles. His scrambles are insane. You can't grab the guy. Like, he's not gonna be able to grab him. He gets to your back like this. It's not gonna be easy for Kai Kara France. He got out grappled by Ascar. Okay. He's good. He's a good wrestler, obviously. But Pantoja's way better at jiu-jitsu, and I would just overall say he's a better grappler, okay? So he got mauled by Ascar on the ground, got up once in a while. With Pantoja, he won't be able to get up. Pantoja has brutal ground and pound, really bad. Like, it's bad. If he's able to get on the mount, which I don't see really happening, but if he's able to mount him, he's gonna ground and pound him. He's gonna cut him open. He has really heavy top pressure, so the thing that sucks with that is Pantoja gets so tired near the end of the fight, okay? He gets sloppy. Like, he puts his hands in a lot. He just wants to take you down to hold you there. So, with Kai Kara France's awful takedown defense, he's going to easily be able to get him down and just lay on him. okay? And he's so heavy. He's so good at using his body to be so heavy on someone. Just let it all out on them. So if he gets on top of him and is able to hold him down like that, that's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. He won't be able to get up. Especially because he needs to hold him there, because if he gets to the feet in the 4th or 5th round, if it even gets there, he'll get pieced up on the feet because he's going to be way too tired. Maybe, because he does throw some bombs sometimes. He obviously has a BJJ black belt, which is, obviously most guys are, but compared to Kai Kara-France, the dude's a blue belt. So that's not good. That's why he is terrible. I mean, blue belt's not bad, but against a black belt in UFC, I don't see it going well for him. Especially because we've seen, obviously blue belts can be really good. The belts don't really matter. Blue belts can be really good, but we haven't seen anything special from him. So we know that he's not that good on the ground. He has Pantoja has a major submission threat. So any way that he's on Kai Kara-France on the ground, he can submit him from anywhere. So 100% submission defense from Kai Kara-France. We need to see that. There's one thing that really stands out that Pantoja does that he cannot do in this fight. Like, he cannot do it, or it could be a KO. It really could. This is the one thing that I could see where Kai Kara-France finishes Pantoja on the ground. Okay? If you look in his past fights against Royval, specifically, Royval kept throwing up kicks, because Royval is really good at that. He's not, like, great. I mean, he's good at jiu-jitsu, but he's really good at his up kicks. Pantoja, when he's trying to pass the guard, he can't, like he's trying to pass the feet, so he's trying to get around and get on top and get side control, get half guard, anything, just to get on the ground. His face is like this. He literally looks down at them. That's, like, up kick city right there. He's gonna get kicked in the face so hard, and Kai Kara-France is the best at that. He could get knocked out. That's the one thing that he needs to be careful with. He literally, if you go watch his fight against Brandon Royval, he literally goes like this, looking over him. And Royval kicked him a couple times in the face. But Kai Kara-France is much better up kicks than Royval is. So that's dangerous for Pantoja. That's what he needs to be careful with. If he can be smart and put his hips into it a little more and keep his head back and just grab his feet and try to get around this fight, that'll be really good for him, because then he can't kick him with up kicks. But as we saw in his past fights, he keeps doing that. So we'll see how he does it when he's trying to pass the guard. I don't know, though. It'll be dangerous, because Kai Kara-France's up kicks are really good. Now, I will say, Kai Kara-France has a couple strengths on the ground, okay? Not really, like, jiu-jitsu-wise, but, like, getting up to the feet. He has pretty good takedown defense. Not on the cage, in the middle of the ring. Really good takedown defense. If you see against, I think it was, Askar, he kept jumping just up and down. He, like, literally was, like, climbing on him, holding on, so he wouldn't get tripped. Okay, he did get taken down eventually, but he held on for a while. And he was able to, like, possibly get away if he redoes it again. I think he has a good chance of knocking and taking down a couple times if he's in the middle of the ring. Like I said, brutal up kicks. If he catches Pantoja with that, Pantoja's out. Just calling it. If he's able to do that. He does have great body triangle defense. Okay, Askar got him in it. He stood up with him, got out of it. Obviously, he didn't get out of it. The round ended, so who knows what would have happened. But he held on and didn't get submitted for a good, like, minute and a half. Okay? Maybe even longer. But he held on for a while. Obviously, Pantoja's way better in the body triangle and with rear naked chokes, okay? He's way better than Askar, so I'm not comparing the two. So we'll see how he competes against a grappler like Pantoja. Now, Kai Kara-France's weaknesses are he's a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. That's sad, in my opinion. Like, not sad, but it is sad. Okay, I'm just gonna be straight up. It is sad. Especially going against Pantoja. Kai Kara-France, he's literally relying on his striking. Okay? He knows that his grappling's not that good against real good grapplers. Okay? I would hope that he would try to get a little better at grappling. We'll see how he does in this fight, but I would focus a little more on grappling if I was Kai Kara-France. He is guaranteed to get taken down against the cage. I'm just saying that straight up. If he gets put against the cage, he's getting taken down. 100%. That's going to happen. That's why he needs to stay in the middle of the ring. Keep his distance from Pantoja. Don't let the pressuring of Pantoja lead to a takedown, because that's not good. Obviously, yeah, he has all-around low-level grappling. Everyone knows that. He's known for his Muay Thai. Now, if he gets taken down, this is my last thing about the grappling. If he gets taken down, he's not getting back up. He's not getting back up. No matter where Pantoja takes him down, he is not going to get back up. He can't get back up. His stand-up defense, like, he cannot stand up. Like, he struggles against guys that aren't even that good of wrestlers or grapplers compared to Pantoja. He won't be able to get back up. I don't care how much he practices it in camp, he won't get up in the real fight. Especially with his heavy top pressure. He won't be able to get back up. He just won't. And you'll see how and why he won't be able to get back up in the fight once you watch it, okay? So that's my breakdowns for striking, clinch, and grappling. I would definitely give the edge for the grappling to Pantoja, obviously. So now I'm going to give my overall predictions, okay? I got Alexandre Pantoja winning round 3 by a rear naked choke. Okay. Round 1, he's in a, there's going to be a ton of striking exchanges, obviously, because they're both going to be fresh, okay? They both can throw hands. There's going to be a ton of striking exchanges. Pantoja is going to take Kai Kara-France down. He will. I think that after everyone's going to be all happy, there's going to be striking exchanges in the beginning, he's going to take him down, hold him there the rest of the round. That's what's going to happen. He's going to ground and pound him. He's going to maybe just hold him there. Never know. That's what he does a lot of the time. He's just going to hold him there. And that's how that round 1's going to end, and they're going to give it to Pantoja. Okay? Round 2. They're going to strike again, obviously. They're going to throw hands against each other. And I think that people are really doubting Pantoja in the striking part of the fight against Kai Kara-France. He's going to do good. He's going to impress everybody by the way he strikes against Kai Kara-France. He's going to take him down again. That's what it is. He's going to ground and pound him. He's going to hold him there. It's going to be a boring fight. I don't think it's going to be that as interesting because of Kai Kara-France's grappling. He cannot reject the takedown. He can't get up if he gets taken down. If he could do that, it'd be a really good fight because they get back up to the feet and start striking again. It'd be back and forth, but he can't do that. So it won't be that good of interesting of a fight, an action-packed of a fight. So they're going to give round 2 to Pantoja. Round 3, they're going to come out. He's not going to change his game plan. Pantoja's not, because it's going to be working for him. It's going to be working for him. He's not going to change the game plan. No matter what, Kai Kara-France can't stop what Pantoja's doing. He can't do what he wants to do. He's not going to be able to stop it. He's not going to be able to do that. His grappling's not good enough. He won't be able to stop the takedowns. He won't be able to stop the ground and pound. He won't be able to get up. Pantoja's going to take his back, lock up the body triangle, lock up the rear naked choke, and finish him. Round 3. Okay? That's how it's going to go. I already see in the future. I know this is going to happen. Okay? Okay. That is my overall prediction. Come back to this video and comment what you once this happens, and also comment what you guys think is going to happen. I want to hear your guys' opinion. But when this happens, come to this video right away and comment that I'm right and that I was right. Okay? Thank you guys for watching this breakdown of the fight. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment any ideas, because I'm ready to make any videos you guys want, okay? Have a blessed day, guys, and thank you guys for watching.